everybody, and welcome to another edition of Diecast Legend Reviews. Today I have for you Skullsmasher with Grax from the Titans Return line. Ultimately a very solid figure, very great updated mold to the G1 Skull Cruncher, I believe his name was. Look at him, he's an alligator. Does have a little bit of back kibble coming off the back in robot mode. But all together really good. Mine came with some fairly loose joints, so I don't know if that's just a tolerance issue or if that's just something that was just particular to mine. But I love the figure, love the head sculpt of Grax there, if you can see that. Very nice. Anyways, articulation. You've got good shoulder articulation, bicep swivel. You even have a forearm swivel, and the hands unfortunately don't swivel. They go in and out for transformation purposes. Hips are on a ball joint, thigh swivel, double hinge knee. That's nice for some really good poses. You can really get a good knee bend. Look at that. Check that knee bend out. Pretty decent. For kneeing those Autobots right where it counts. For all you Decepticons out there, that one's for you. Alright, so on to transformation. To transform him, you gotta get rid of this guy. But before we do, let's see if I can get him to stand. Okay. Before we do, I just want to point out he does have a very nice laser pistol which stores in the tail. So if you want, you can have him holding both weapons there. You know, maybe you could have one as kind of a makeshift shield or another weapon type deal, and then you've got the weapon here, which I think is a fairly nice, really nice blaster. Anyways, that stores back into the tail there. You just plug that right back in. Fairly easy to do. And on to transformation. First thing you want to do is you pull the little headmaster guy off. We'll transform him first. Fairly easy. His feet just come out, and voila, there you go. You got yourself Grax. Articulation on that guy is really limited, but you know, he does have some leg movement. You can do some sit-ups there if you want him to. Sitting there. 1, 2, 3. Oh, getting in shape. And a little bit of articulation in the arm, and then of course his head does have some articulation because it is the point for the head to sit on the robot. So there you go. Oh, he actually does have a little bit of movement in the arm there. You can move the arms out just a hair. So we'll set him off. He'll be set right there. To transform him, bring the arms up, push in the hands, push down the claws. Make sure those are sitting in there just right to get that head on there. There you go. Look at that alligator head. I love that. Rawr. Nice. His arms then you position like so. Legs, fairly easy transformation. They're just going to come up and around. You push in the toes, and you've got yourself a nice alligator as soon as you can get everything pegged in. Release the feet. Plop on the tail. The one thing I don't like about the tail, it does come off fairly easily, and if you look at it, it does have that space there. So what I find is if you turn it just a hair, you get all these guys positioned right, you get them in there, and look at that. What an alligator. And then if you want him, you can have him in a nice pose. Now, he does have the back area here where you can position the robot. You just get them all set up, slide them down in there, and put the shield back on. Again, you know, the tail piece does come off fairly easily. That's the one regret. Of course, could just be mine. Maybe I just got one that was a little different there. And then you can see that alligator mode. I think that's a beautiful, beautiful mode. Anyways, this has been the video review for Transformers, Titansmaster, Skullsmasher with Grax. The articulation on the guy himself, let me go through that real quick before I head out of here, guys. Fairly good for an alligator. You know, his feet does move. His back feet don't move, other than they're fairly stationary, but that's so, you know, he has a little bit more stability in robot mode. Arms do move, so I mean, you could have him riding low, kind of just lounging in the sun if you want. Have him just kind of hanging out. Of course, you know, if you're gonna tell me he's an alligator or a crocodile, somebody out there I'm sure knows. Either way, very nice figure. I enjoy it very much. It does come, I'd like to mention, with this card. See if I can get a good picture of that there. Excellent card. I love that art. Of course, on the back you get to see Skullsmasher with, you know, his upgrade there with Grax. Gives him a little bit more power, of course, with the Titanmaster. And then he does come with the instruction booklet. Now mine, of course, you can see I folded mine oh so nicely back. I love the way they do that. But anyways, it does come with instructions for reference. I think that's the way they came right there, all folded up like that. Get a nice Transformers in purple, if you're into that kind of thing. Anyways, I guess if you were to ask me if I recommend this figure, absolutely. Highly recommend him. Very good figure, good articulation, excellent alligator mode. And, you know, it kind of reminds me of that old G1, only with better articulation. So, alright guys, thank you, and if you like this, please subscribe, give me a comment, like it, and I'll be putting more of these up.